Good morning, dear students. So today I want to teach you on the topic rational numbers of class 8. So in mathematics we come across different types of equations. So here we can observe that 3x minus 6 equal to 0. So when we solve the equation, so what happens? This minus 6 is there. So minus 6, if it is coming this side, what will happen? 3x is equal to 6. So here if we observe clearly 3x, what 3 is doing here? It is multiplying. So if 3 is multiplying, if you bring the 3 this side, what happens? It will divide. So x is equal to 6 by 3. So when you solve it, x is equal to 2. So when we got x is equal to 2, if you observe here, 2 is a which number? 2 is a whole number. So when we solve the equation, we got here x equal to 2, which is a whole number. Next, if we want to go for next any equation, 2x minus 3 equal to 0. So here if we solve the equation, 2x is equal to, so minus 3 if you are bringing this side, it becomes plus 3. So 2x equal to 3. So when you solve this equation, 2 is multiplying here. So if you bring the 2 this side, it will go into division. So x is equal to 3 by 2. So 3 by 2 is which number? 3 by 2 is a fractional number. When we solve the equation here, we got x equal to 2. This is a whole number. When we solve this equation, here x is equal to 3 by 2 and this is a fractional number. So any fractional number which is in this form, these are known as rational numbers. So the rational numbers are in the form of p by q. So here q should not be equal to 0. So the rational numbers is which form? In the fractional number form. But what should not be 0? The denominator q should not be 0. So let us go to some examples. Here you can observe 4 by 3, minus 1 by 6, 3, 7 by 4 and so on. Here if you see 4 by 3, it is a positive rational number. And here minus 1 by 6, it is a negative rational number. Here you can say 3, it is a whole number. But 3, how we can write it? 3 we can write it again as 3 by 1. So this one, any whole number also will become a rational number. Next 7 by 4. So like that many examples you can write for rational number, either in positive, otherwise in negative form. So next going to the topic, properties of rational numbers. So in properties of rational number, we are having 5 properties. In that our first property is closure property. In whole number before classes you have learned that closure property. If we add any two whole numbers, we are getting again a whole number. Like that in case of rational numbers, we are having, if we add any two rational numbers, we get again a rational number. It is similar to whole number, but the difference here, the numbers are in the form of p by q. So our first goal is based on addition. So a by b plus c by d equal to e by f. So if we go through an example, I took here 3 by 2 plus 4 by 2. So here if we observe the denominators are same, so the numerators we can add directly. So 3 plus 4 by 2 equal to 3 plus 4 is 7 by 2. So closure property, see if we added two rational number, answer also it is in the form of rational number. So closure property holds on addition. Next if we go through subtraction, a by b minus c by d equal to e by f. So if you go to an example, here if you observe 2 by 5 minus 1 by 5 equal to, so here what we can write, denominator is the same, so numerator you can subtract directly, 2 minus 1 by 5. So what is 2 minus 1? 1 by 5. So here also we took two rational number and the answer is also a rational number. So closure property even holds on subtraction also. So if you go to the next, a by b into c by d, it is for multiplication. So if you multiply two rational number, again we get a rational number. So a by b into c by d equal to e by f. So if you go to an example, 1 by 7 into 4 by 3 equal to, so if you multiply the numerators, 1 into 4 by, if you multiply the denominator, 7 into 3. So if you multiply 1 into 4 is 4, by 7 into 3 is 21. So when we multiplied again two rational numbers, 1 by 7 into 4 by 3, again we got the same rational number. So 1 by 4 into 7 into 4 by 3 is equal to 4 by 21 we got. So multiplication also happens under closure property. Next, if we see a by b divided by c by d is equal to e by f. Means here I took an example 3 by 4 divided by 1 by 5 equal to 3 by 4. This is the division you have learned in before classes. If you do multiplication, this fraction will become reciprocal. So 3 by 4 into 5 by 1. So when we solve, we got 15 by 4. But closure property here it accepted. But in remaining conditions where it is getting the remainder as 0 in division, here closure property will not hold. So closure property will hold for addition, subtraction and multiplication. In division, the exceptional case is remainder you should not get 0. Other than cases, it will hold under division. So closure property holds for addition, subtraction and multiplication. If we go to next, closure property after commutative property. So in whole numbers, we have learned that a plus b is equal to b plus a. So in rational numbers, if we go a by b plus c by d equal to c by d plus a by b. So if we go through an example, here I took 4 by 7 plus 1 by 7 equal to, same the reverse of these two we should write. So 1 by 7 plus 4 by 7. So here the denominators are same, so numerators we can add directly. So here we get 4 plus 1 upon 7 equal to 1 plus 4 upon 7. So if we add 4 plus 1 is 5 upon 7 equal to 1 plus 4 is again 5 upon 7. So both LHS and RHS it has satisfied. So commutative property holds under addition. So if we go next, if we observe here also the same commutative property we took for multiplication. So a by b into c by d equal to c by d into a by b. Here an example 5 by 6 into 1 by 2 equal to 1 by 2 into 5 by 6. So if we go to multiplication, numerators if we multiply 5 into 1 by 6 into 2 equal to 1 into 5 by 2 into 6. So the result is 5 into 1, 5, 6 into 2 is 12. So 5 upon 12 equal to 1 into 5 is 5, 2 into 6 is 12, 5 upon 12. Here also we got both the condition LHS equal to RHS. So the commutative property also holds under multiplication. So if we go through the next subtraction, a by b minus c by d will not be equal to c by d minus a by b. If we go through an example, here I took 4 by 3 minus 2 by 3 equal to, the reverse of these two we should write for commutative. So 2 by 3 minus 4 by 3. So if here also you observe the denominator is same, so numerator you can subtract directly. So 3 denominator we wrote and the numerator is 4 minus 2 equal to, here also the same denominator is same, so numerator we can subtract directly 2 minus 4. So 4 minus 2 is 2 upon 3 is not equal to 2 minus 4 is minus 2 upon 3. So here what happened, in commutative property subtraction will not hold. So next if you want you can do this one also with your own example. A by b divided by c by d will not be equal to c by d divided by a by b. So you can take an example on your own and you can check like this. So what happened here, commutative property holds only under addition and multiplication but not subtraction and division. This division example you can take on your own and check it. So our third property is associative property. So in whole numbers we have learned that a plus b plus c, leaving the first number adding the second two numbers equal to leaving the third number adding the first two numbers. So a plus b plus c equal to a plus b plus c. So likewise in the rational numbers if we observe a by b plus c by d plus e by f equal to a by b plus c by d plus e by f. So if we go to an example, here I took in place of a by b 1 by 5 plus 2 by 5 plus 3 by 5 equal to 1 by 5 plus 2 by 5 plus 3 by 5. So while we are solving the associative property, here first we should observe that the numbers which are inside the bracket should be solved first. Then So leaving 1 by 5 plus the numbers within the bracket is 2 by 5 plus 3 by 5. So when we solve here, the denominators are same, so numerators we can add directly. So 2 plus 3 by 5. So that equal to 1 by 5 plus 2 plus 3 is 5. So 5 upon 5 equal to. Here what we should leave? We should leave the third term adding the first two terms. So 1 by 5 plus 2 by 5 plus 3 by 5. So we know that first we should solve the numbers which are inside the bracket. So when we solve it, here the denominators are same. So numerator we can add directly 1 plus 2. So 1 plus 2 is again 3 upon 5 plus the term which we left 3 by 5. So then here if you observe the denominators are same. So here also we can add numerator directly. So by 5. So numerator will be 1 plus 5 equal to, here also the same, 3 plus 3 upon 5. So when we solve 1 plus 5 is 6 upon 5 equal to 3 plus 3 is also 6 upon 5. So here we got both the LHS and RHS equal. So associative property holds under addition. So next if we go here, the associative property is the based on multiplication. So A by B into C by D into E by F equal to A by B into C by D into E by F. So the example 1 by 5 into, the example I took here, 2 by 5 into 3 by 5 equal to 1 by 5 into 2 by 5 into 3 by 5. So we know that before we should solve the terms which are inside the bracket. So here I solved. So 2 into 3 is 6 upon 5, 5 is 25. So 1 by 5 into, so here 2 into 3 is 6, by 5 into 5 is 25 equal to 1 into 2 is 2, by 5 into 5 is 25. So after bracket solvation we can solve these two. So 1 into 6 is 1 into 6 by denominator 5 into 25 equal to, here also numerators 2 into 3 by 25 into 5. So 1 into 6 is 6, by 5 into 25 is 125 equal to 2 into 3 6, by 25 5 is 125. So here also in this case we got both the LHS and RHS equal. So associative property also holds under multiplication. So if we go for the next subtraction, here we can see that A by B minus C by D minus E by F will not be equal to A by B minus C by D minus E by F. So here with an example 4 by 5 minus 2 by 5 minus 1 by 5, it will not be equal to the subtraction of 4 by 5 minus 2 by 5 minus 1 by 5. So we know that we should solve the terms which are within the bracket. Then 4 by 5 minus, here will happen LCM, so 5. So numerator we can subtract 2 minus 1 by 5. So here if we solve this side, so 4 by 5 minus 2 minus 1 is 1 by 5. So here again the denominator is same, numerator subtract directly 4 minus 1. So 4 minus 1 is 3 by 5. So when we go to the RHS side, 4 minus 2 by 5 minus 1 by 5. So 4 minus 2 is 2 by 5 minus 1 by 5. So denominator same, numerator will be subtract directly 2 minus 1 by 5. So 2 minus 1 is 1 by 5. 3 by 5 is not equal to 1 by 5. So what we can conclude from this? Associative property will not hold under subtraction. The same for division. A by B divided by C by D divided by E by F will not be equal to A by B divided by C by D, that divided by E by F. If you want, you can go through an example on your own. So our next property is distributive property. So till now we have observed properties basing on only one operation is there. So here if we observe here two operations are there, that is multiplication and addition also. So if we observe A into B plus C equal to A into B plus A into C. See here A into B plus C equal to A into B plus A into C. This is for which case? For the whole numbers case. So when we go to the rational number A by B, so we know that rational number will be in the form of fractions. So A by B into C by D plus E by F equal to A by B into C by D plus A by B into E by F. So when we go to an example, 1 by 2 into 4 by 2 plus 3 by 2 equal to, when we write in the expanded form of distributive property, we get that 1 by 4 into 1 by 2 into 4 by 2 plus 1 by 2 into 3 by 2. So when we have solved the LHS, we know that first we should solve the terms which are inside the bracket. So when we solve 1 by 2 into, here take the LCM is 2, so numerator will be at 4 plus 3 by 2. So 1 by 2 into 4 plus 3 is 7 by 2. So 1 into 7 is 7 by 2 2s are 4. So when we go to RHS, so 1 by 2 into 4 by 2 plus 1 by 2 into 3 by 2. So when we solve the terms within the bracket, here we get 1 into 4 is 4, 2 into 2 is 4, plus 1 into 3 is 3, 2 into 2 is 4. So when we add, here the LCM will be 4, so the numerator is 4 plus 3. So 4 plus 3, we know that 4 plus 3 is 7 upon 4. So here we have observed that both the LHS and RHS are equal. So the distributive property A into B plus C equal to A into B plus A into C. So the distributive property holds under multiplication and addition belong to this property. So likewise we have for subtraction also. So A by B into C by D minus, before you have observed there plus is there in the place of minus here. So A by B into C by D minus E by F equal to A by B into C by D minus A by B into E by F. So this law also you can solve it using an example. You will get both the LHS and RHS equal. So the distributive property holds under multiplication and addition, again multiplication and subtraction also. So this example take on yourself and solve this property. So students, note down today's homework. Using the appropriate properties, find and solve these 4 questions, and if any doubt is there, give it your question in your comment section.